Bonjour from Montreal. We are specifically at the Jean Talon Market, one of North America's largest open-air markets, and a lovely place, whether spring or winter. A lot of the open-air stalls are not yet open for the season, but nonetheless, we're excited for our little getaway, and we're going to see what merch we can find, because that's what we do here, and you are watching Peak Merch. And at the outset, La Cochon Tourons does have some merch, some tote bags, some hats as well, and some t-shirts as well. So yeah, get your pork, get your fixins, and get a shirt while you're at it too. And yeah, I'd say Jean Talon was a little bit of a bust. It's pretty early still in Montreal, early spring, and it's still cold. So most of the stuff is inside. All the merch I found is all the merch you saw. But this is merch from Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, the great band's Wild God tour. They were playing in North America and in the States, but we came up to Montreal, specifically Laval, Quebec, because we got floor seats and 3 nights at a decent hotel for the same price of floor tickets in Brooklyn. But yeah, this merch is great. I love how subtle this hat is. You can't get this anywhere but at a Nick Cave show right now. Even on the website, on the UK website, they have a white hat. But yeah, same goes for this dope shirt and graphic from the show. Sort of the refrain of the title track, Wild God, off the new album, with this demon man kind of flying around. I guess he's an old god. But yeah, overall, really happy with the merch. Despite the conversion rate to Canadian dollars, it still wound up being about $20 more than I would have paid in the US, which I thought was interesting. I don't purport to know how merchandising works, but I know the venue takes a good skim off the top, so that might have been part of it. But yeah, we're going to bop around Mile End today, go to some of our favorite spots, see what other merch we can find, and keep this train rolling. So, yeah, see you in a minute. All right, well, we're on Mount Royal Boulevard. You just saw the merch. I'm still wearing the merch. Here you are. Huh? But yeah, we're going to pop around a few more shops, see what else we can find on this nice overcast early spring Montreal day. Let's go. Look at this thing of beauty. And the person holding it's not too bad herself. Yes, thank you. And this is our poutine, smoked meat poutine. Yeah, we're at Schwarzes, if you couldn't guess. But aside from the beautiful view across from me, the beautiful view behind me of the pay station includes all that fantastic merch. I see a scarf, I see a beanie, I see magnets, I see golf balls. Schwarzes the musical on CD, cookbooks, fry seasoning, t-shirts. I've shown this all in past Montreal vlogs, but you gotta be here to see it, guys. It's a thing of beauty, a thing of grandeur. It's cramped, that's part of it. Alright, it's time. Let's eat. It's the next day at McGill University's famed Red Path Museum, which has come highly recommended to me by some local Montrealers as a place of taxidermy and weirdness and just generally a cool place to check out. Apparently a lot of the collections are of former professors, and I hear they have a gift shop, so let's head inside and see what we can find. And here at the entrance to the museum is a pretty small gift shop, but you know, for a university institution, I'm just glad it's here. So let's take a quick little pass. This looks fun, like a game for kids. Mostly for kids and toys and educational stuff. Some good dinosaur stuff. Cute. It does look like we've got some McGill College bookstore, university bookstore style stuff as well. The McGill Athletics bucket hat is an Adidas brand piece, so that's cool. And it looks like we've got some Red Path stuff here too. Got a Red Path Scully in a few different colors. And I guess this is the McGill mascot, this bird in a kilt. So that's cool. And there's a small booklet. Is that about the history of the museum, or? Oh, tea and fall. Can you hold the front out for me? Thank you. Cool. Alright. Brief history of the Red Path. Okay. Last but not least, we'll take a look at the case here. See if there's any other fossils. There's a book about the Red Path as well. That's pretty cool. We'll keep moving. And this is pretty cute. Well, they don't have a ton of Red Path specific stuff beyond the hat. This is Monty, the little superhero, the petit superhero of Montreal, in the main room at the Red Path on the second floor, looking at the exhibits. So, yeah, nice stuff all around. And, you know, I covered some Montreal gift shops on our last vlog here, but can we say some things have changed since then? Pretty good. Pretty good. Not sure what this means, though. Let me know. The Strange Museum tour continues at Montreal's Pointe-à-Calais, the Archaeological Museum, Montreal. I've heard this is incredibly cool, and it's right by the old port. It's a rainy day. Perfect day for some archaeology. What would you say? Let's head inside. And what's unique about this museum, in addition to being an archaeological institution, is it's actually also an archaeological site. So you go down a level, and you're in the ruins of old Montreal. Look at this. It's incredible. We're surrounded by it. I don't know where to begin. So it's really wild is all the projection mapping they have here on these old architectural ruins. This is an old collector sewer of Montreal, and you can sort of see projection mapped over a little glass screen, people walking across it. But let's keep venturing deeper into the catacombs here and see what we can find. And among the old archaeological ruins here is actually the first collector sewer of Montreal. I assume it hasn't been used for some time, so it doesn't smell, but it's a tribute to the builders of Montreal's first stone masonry sewer, the oldest of its kind in Canada, built between 1832 and 1838 to convey wastewater. There you go. All right, let's do it. Onward. First sewer system. Montreal. Pretty cool. What do you think, Hannah? So when you come out of the sewer, you wind up in Fort Ville-Marie, which is the site where Montreal was founded. The remains of the fort are actually under our feet right now. Pretty wild. Look at that. Okay, so it says this is a tribute in the form of a virtual tattoo. Chef. I mean chief or chef? Saki. Village. I love the animations. Kinetuan. Very cool.
They just keep going.
Yeah, they just keep going. Otugami. Looks like a beaver, maybe. With the tail. Let's do one more. Winnebagos. Oh, those are spirits. Cool. Oh, and here's a list of all of them. 39 signatures for peace. Boom. Very cool. It is so friggin' cool how they did this. I don't think I've ever been to a museum like this where you're walking around the ruins of the founding of the city and then there's projection maps explaining in French and English that you are looking at a latrine drain, which means, yes, that is projection mapped excrement for educational purposes, of course. Pretty cool. Alright, and here we are at the gift shop. And there's the museum. We're right across the road, actually. The gift shop is in a separate building connected through the underground excavated archaeological sites. So, yeah. We'll look around for a few minutes, see what we can find, and keep moving. Not seeing a ton of stuff, but they do have a nice guide of the history of Montreal from the museum. With the old port, look at that, listed as a publisher. But it's in French, alas. And then they have the artifacts of the main collection here as well. Yeah, see if there's anything else. And here are a few things for the temporary exhibition about Saint-Henri, the neighborhood. And we got postcards, we got a poster, and it's like a magnet as well. Okay, here we go. I do see some posters for the museum as well. Just a better look at them. Looks like they had a sorcerer exhibit here prior. A few other magnets. And then just here by the register, we have a small pin as well. And a magnet of the sewer. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, well, time to head. And here in Le Plateau, across from Leonard Cohen's home, we've arrived at Bagel ETA. Not the legendary Saint Viateur or Fairmount Bagels, but a veritable historic diner. Looking for merch. Let's see if we can find some. There it is. I love it when the merch is on display and you don't even have to walk in. We got a t-shirt and we got a reusable shopping bag. So, yeah, pretty cool. Love it. All right, let's keep moving. And up next, we're going in here, a clothing store in Montreal's Plateau neighborhood that was established in 1928. And as we'll learn, another hotspot of Mr. Leonard Cohen. Let's go. And here in the classic clothier J. Schroeder right across the street from Parc du Portugal, we have some more Cohen history. There's Cohen in 86 with the owner and current boss of J. Schroeder, and then him in 2009 on the bottom photo as well. Yeah, so much cool history that they've preserved here. Yeah, thank you. Got some nice embroidered shirts from Schroeder as well. They got the logo there. Did a good job with the stitching. And yeah, we'll see what else we can find. And here, outside of Leonard Cohen's home in Parc du Portugal, we bid adieu to Montreal. A lovely weekend of music and art and history and fun. Such a magical vibe of a city. If you want a European energy but you don't want to go to Europe, you like dirty French, not everything all proper, come here, walk in the footsteps of the poet Prince and those who still continue to give this city a sense of beauty and inspiration even in the cold months. And if you find some good merch on the way when you come up here, let me know. But for now, I've been Jess, you've been patient, and you've just watched Peak Merch. Bye-bye now.